And we are live. We should be live, but I'm not seeing anything. This is gonna be weird. Yes, there we are! My first ever YouTube stream. Hey guys, it's Dave here, and I do not know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. I'm just testing things out. But right now, I am streaming a recording session for Deafverse, the first ASL-enabled video game for deaf teens. So that's interesting. And I'm about to wrap up the session actually, but doesn't hurt to keep going. 1 concurrent viewers. Hey, feel free to drop a message down below, and I would be happy to reply. This is very interesting. I'm gonna put like there we go. Where would I put this? Where would I put Reaper? And where would I put YouTube? So I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. And maybe I'll just keep it somewhere here on the screen. Right? So, we have 1 concurrent viewer. Hello to you. I do not know who you are, but if you say hi, I would be happy to say hi back. And I guess now is the time for some action. So I'm going to head on over into the app, the program.
To help you out.
Okay, let's go.
Transition counselor to help you out. Transition counselor to help you out.
Okay, that's very good.
Cat continues to talk as the resume comes to life.
In the future, I would suggest finding resume templates online or ask a parent, teacher, or transition counselor to help you out.
Oh, that's a long message here. Ah, it starts here.
Cat continues to talk.
To help you.
Okay, let's do this.
Before I add the skills, do you want to decide which job you want?
Cat checks with you.
Remember that you can always make changes before you give it to Kelpco.
All right. Get rid of that. Oh. What happened? The time selection got squished. Let's expand that. You want that to be as broad as possible. Go back down here.
It to Kelpco.
All right.
It to Kelpco.
You're getting closer to deciding which job you want to apply for. You can make your resume now and review it before your job interview. You tell Kat to go ahead.
You can make your resume now and review it before. You can make your.
I can do that better.
Getting closer to deciding which job you want to apply for.
You can make your resume now and review it before your job interview. You tell Kat to go ahead. Very nice. Very good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, YouTube, how are you? Ah, there is some watch time. That's very interesting. Does this count towards the actual watch time for YouTube itself? That would be interesting. 2 concurrent viewers. Hello, viewers. Hello, yes. Audio editing in Reaper. This sounds very good. Do you use RX plugins in Reaper? Because I find that to be difficult, but for some reason it's easier in Audacity. Hello, Score. Not at all. I have a very easy time using the plugins in Reaper. As you can see, I do have RX as well. I have my presets over here. I'm not sure if it would pop up, but I have declip, req, RX7, declick, RX7 voice denoise, and recomp. I haven't upgraded to 8 yet because I don't think I need it yet. Maybe I'll wait a few more versions before updating. But no, not at all. I find that they do kind of stutter. They introduce some lag into Reaper, but what I do is keep Reaper off. So the effects are not being loaded during the recording session. So practically, I just have them prepared and I apply them in post. I don't really need to know what they sound like live, but what I do know is that when I render them, they're going to sound exactly like I need them to be. So there's that.
Go ahead.
All right, and thank you for being my first commenter ever on YouTube Live, Score. Greatly appreciate it. And great question, too.
Go ahead.
Let me get back to business.
Cat to go ahead.
Okay, which one is it? Will you be a captain? Harpooner? Scientist?
All right, sweet. And bam, bam, delete. Bam. All right. So I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm doing one-handed editing with Reaper because that just makes everything so easy. Everything all the way to the preferences menu can be accessed with one hand. All right. Did I say one finger? One hand. Scientist. What was the last line? Uh-huh. Scientist. There we go. You feel it's too early to decide. You tell Kat that you need more time to learn about the available jobs. There are some things you haven't figured out about yourself. You will finalize your resume just before the job interview. Oh man, that is such a procrastinator. I would pick that option.
There are some things you haven't.
That's gonna be the option that I pick if I were to play the game. Alright. Fun. Alright. Checking for comments. Alright, we're good. Okay. Just before the job interview. Awesome. So, what was I gonna do? Let's get back there.
Great decision! Just one moment.
Kat finishes updating your resume and closes the word processor interface. Kat finishes updating your resume and closes the word processor interface, returning the clock face to her sly grin. All right. Think that does the job.
Cat finishes updating and close. Cat finishes.
Yep.
Finishes updating your.
Moment.
Cat finishes update. Clock face to her sly grin.
You're definitely lucky to have Kat. I spent a lot of time updating my resume. You know what? I think it doesn't.
Time updating my. Returning the clock face to. Time updating my resume.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't have to punch my in there. I think that may make the character sound borderline selfish, so I think that tapped my is good enough.
Updating my resume.
Okay, and so my productivity timer says you can now take a break for 5 minutes. But we're not going to do that because we are hardcore. So take a break, skip break. And it says I am now a recovering slacker. That is my rank today. That is good. That is progress from being an unrepentant slacker. I am now a recovering slacker.
Updating my resume.
Okay.
A lot of time updating my resume.
You know what? I really think we can redo this.
Definitely
Yeah, let's redo this.
her sly grin.
You're definitely lucky to have Cat. I spent a lot of time updating my resume, Maya says. Yeah, that's much better. That doesn't sound selfish at all, Maya says. She chuckles and shakes her head in amusement. Say, we should write a cover letter too. Ah, no. Chuckles. Maya says she chuckles and shakes her. Ah. Okay, I get it. So that was supposed to describe what was before. Not an audiobook guy, but
You're definitely lucky to have Cat.
this is not an audiobook. All right. Sometimes it helps to pre-read. It saves your voice. I am just going through everything for the sake of the stream because pre-reading is silence. Have you had coaching? I personally don't have emotions, so I find it hard to bring out emotions. The only performance I could do believable is anger. I'm wondering if coaching would help with faking it. I have had some coaching through my life, and not specifically the kind where you would pay someone by the hour and work with them for your voice acting. But yeah, I've had coaching, and you can start with classes if that is more affordable. Um, Personally, don't have emotions. I find it hard to read. That's very interesting that you say that because as far as I know, most people have emotions. Um, Maybe the emotions that you have are subdued. And the best way to work with that is to, in fact, work with a coach. So, um, maybe sometimes you can do a voice acting primer class. Those usually start with getting emotions out. So, yeah, I think if you go to Casting Call Club, they have emotions as part of their VO 101 classes. Um, I haven't been around lately, but just about every coach would be able to serve that function, drawing out your emotions. Now, I know you mentioned the only performance you could do believable is anger. And I'm wondering if coaching would help with faking it. The thing is, I don't think it would be about faking the emotion. I think it would really be about drawing the emotion out, right? Because acting is about authenticity. It's about truth. It's about believability. So, your goal, if you were to find an acting coach or a voice acting coach, either way, that would be about revealing emotions you already have inside. Perhaps there are some, if not physical, perhaps some psychological obstructions, barriers, but that can be resolved. There was a time people told me I was like a rock as an actor. I would always be the guy, like, I would do stuff on stage and they're like, yeah, okay, sure. I hope your turn is done, Dave. So who else is gonna act? So there's that. So I wish you all the best and hope you find a good coach for this. Um, all right, where were we?
Grin. Turning the clock face to her sly grin.
Clock face or sly grin? Definitely lucky to have Cat.
Her sly grin.
You're definitely lucky to have Cat. I spent a lot of time updating my resume, Maya says. She chuckles and shakes her head in amusement. Say, we should write a cover letter too. Do you know what that is? All right, this is very interesting. You know, even for like non-deaf people, this is very educational. We're gonna talk about cover letters now. I don't think I've ever had to write one because voice acting for life. I did a couple in school though. You've been learning new things constantly since you arrived on this island. You shrug and ask Cat to tell you about cover letters. Okay, that's good to know. Keep going, keep going.
Sure. A cover letter introduces you to an
Oh, the voice. That's Catbot. I keep forgetting Catbot has been kidnapped. And it's like this mechanical stuffed toy sized Catbot versus a wristwatch. So that's the difference we have here. Excuse me.
Sure. A cover letter.
More enthusiasm.
Sure. A cover letter introduces you to an employer and explains why you are interested in working with them. The letter also explains how you'll help the company reach its goals. In other words, you talk about your skills and why you'd be an asset to the company. And why you'd be an asset to the company.
Cat explains.
And why you'd be an asset. And why you'd...
You know, as voice actors, technically we've been doing, like, so to speak, cover letters. We do this in our auditions and emails, so they're not as formal as having to be called cover letters, though. So there's that. In a sense, I guess I've been writing cover letters. Okay, think about what you want to tell Kelpco. Maya suggests. One more time. Okay, think about what you want to tell Kelpco. Maya suggests. In the future, I want to leave the island to study government. In the future, I want to leave the island to study government and eventually work as a policy analyst. So in my cover letter, I explained how the job at Kelpco would provide me with the necessary experience to further my goal of becoming a policy analyst who works to make sure the island is safer for everyone. There we go. I think that works. Very interesting. It is somewhat of an e-learning gig. Not quite an e-learning gig. Hybrid learning, I guess. It's supposed to be a game, but it is. It is a game. It's a choose your adventure type game that acts as e-learning. In the future, I want to leave the island. In the future, I want to leave the island to in the future. In the future, I want to leave the island to study government. The analyst. All right. So in my cover letter, explain how the job at Kelpco would provide me with. Okay, so I picked these two spots over here. How the job at Kelpco would provide me with the necessary. Yeah. So as long as you know the inflection of the next segment, you don't necessarily have to repeat the whole sentence. You only repeat a whole sentence or section when you think you really messed up the inflection all over the place. But if you know how to go back there and record that part and make it sound like that part was part of the whole take, then you can make it work. So it really depends, though. It really depends. Some clients don't like that, especially for commercials. But for this, it totally works fine. Who works to make sure the a policy analyst who works to make sure the island. Okay. Analyst who works to make sure the island is safer for everyone. All right. Island is safer for everyone. Keep going. On your wrist, cat beeps for your attention. On your wrist, cat beeps for your attention. Okay, when I'm making more mistakes, that means I'm dehydrated. Our articulators are not designed to be dry. There we go. On your wrist. On your wrist, cat beeps for your attention.
I have your cover letter template set up. Why are you seeking a job with Kelpco?
Aw, man, that's like a cute cat Siri. That is so useful. Oh my goodness. I wish I could just... if we had this technology, that would be amazing.
Kelpco.
You tell Cat that you're here to save people. That is so grandiose and so shonen. That is amazing. You tell Cat that you're here to save people. You know, we can make that a bit more dramatic. You tell Cat that you're here to save people. I love it. Oh my goodness. You tell Cat that you're here to save people. Save people. Yeah, so the story is there's an island, Vine Island. This is one of the worlds, many worlds of the Deafverse. Kind of like Super Mario has different stages. It's got an ice world, it's got a forest, etc., etc. Here we have Vine Island, where there is currently a monster attack going on. And so the whole thing involves your character going through the ropes of a deaf person's life and learning how to do things the deaf way. Culture, employment, as demonstrated here, and school. We went through school already. Playing with friends even. So this is very interesting, and the main character seems to be very hot-blooded because twice, not once but twice, we have repelled the Kraken attacking the island. So that's very interesting. Big disclaimer, I have permission from the client to stream this, so there are no NDAs being broken. Please, everyone, honor your NDAs. All right.
I have no doubt that...
Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting that voice. Because Cat, the wristwatch, is a replacement for the bigger one. Anyway.
I have no doubt you want to save people. Remember that we have one robot in particular that we need to save.
Cat laughs. Ah. That is interesting. Laughing while being a robot, stilted robot.
Remember that I have no doubt.
Let's try to work with that.
I have no doubt you want to save people. Remember that we have one robot in particular that we need to save. Ha 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 ha.
That's horrible, but okay, let's do that. I think that's the point. Oh, I'm not supposed to add the marker yet. Again. Cat laughs and color your words. When you see the word laugh, when you see the word smile, actually sometimes do that. You don't do it all the time, but get the mood of those words. Cat laughs and updates your letter before... That's a bit too much. Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word processor again. That's a bit fast for e-learning. Yeah, you're right. This is, to an extent, e-learning. I gotta be very careful and clear with my words. Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word... Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word processor again. There we go. That's much cleaner. Alright. Let's trim that. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh my god. Why? Oh, there. And there we have it. Sweet. Okay. Good to know I'm not the only one who goes crazy with his line and get exciting when it sounds so good. Absolutely. I'd be interested to know how much you charge for these gigs. Ah, okay. That I wish I could say. Well, yeah. I would say it's pretty good though. I'm not sure if I have permission regarding the pricing for this, so we'll keep that under wraps. Okay. Word processor again. Okay. You tell Cat that you're here. Oh, this is part of being a scientist. Solve problems. You tell Cat that you're here to solve problems. We still gotta make that sound like you're Steve Jobs trying to revolutionize the world. You tell Cat that you're here to... It's gotta be more epic than that. You tell Cat that you're here to solve problems. Okay. That's good. To solve problems. Yeah. All right. Oh, what did I do? Okay, there we go. Save, not undo.
You've been doing an excellent job so far.
Stuttered.
You've been doing an excellent job so far. Remember that we haven't solved the big catbot.
Oh, I see. It's another joke. Yeah, related to the catbot thing.
You've been doing an excellent job.
So here's some quick advice from legendary voice actor, video game voice actor Deafverse. When you audition, read the copy 3 times first in your mind. Then read it 3 times aloud, and chances are the 7th take is going to be the audition. Another tip, don't record on an empty stomach because I realize my Neumann can pick my rumbling sounds. I should not do this again next time. Okay. I've been doing intermittent fasting, so... Okay.
You've been doing an excellent job so far. Remember that we haven't solved the big catbot problem. Ha ha.
Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word processor again. Okay. Now that was too rushed. Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word processor again. All right, that's better. That is so much better. I will be honest, this is not how fast my usual workflow is. It is usually, not this slow. It is usually faster. Just having your mind on the stream, kind of, focusing on 2 things at the same time. It's hard, but, I'll get used to it. I've got an AT2020. Oh, yeah! I actually have an AT2020 right here as well. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this one's the Chrome edition. Because I started with the AT2020, and it got me so much work. And that was the USB version. So if you got an Antelope Solo modeling mic. Wow, modeling mics are great. Very nice to have. Case in point, if I got a lot of work with an AT2020 USB, and I mean like some big paid gigs, you'll be fine with an AT2020 for a long time. It does 80% of the work. I would say going from your laptop's built-in microphone, that's 5%. Your chances of getting work is 5%. You buy maybe a blue snowball, maybe you'd take it up to 40%. The moment you're using an AT2020, you're at about 80%. something like a MKH416 would probably like 95%. And I'd say the U87 is around that level as well. I know, Henry, oh shucks, what's his name? David, what's his name? I will remember soon, but there is a SAG-AFTRA voice actor who's been doing voice acting for 46 years, and he recommends the AT2020 to all his students. In fact, he sells them to his students as part of his classes. And his U87 is locked away. It's been locked away for 10 years. So I really believe it's the acting. Yeah, if you could pick between the perfect performance and the perfect microphone, perfect performance all the way. So I think your AT2020 will serve you well for a long time, Score. All right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the company. Gets lonely sometimes. A lot. Word processor again. All right. Did I do that?
Laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word. Cat laughs and updates your letter before shutting down the word processor again.
I like that. I like that take. More water.
It looks like my Maya. It looks like my Maya has filled you in on things here.
There we go.
It looks like my Maya has filled you in on things here,
Rita says, wheeling herself over to you and Maya.
Looks like my Maya.
I didn't give her a southern accent. I did not. Kinda wish I did, but that's okay. Looks like my mind's better.
It looks like my Maya has filled you in on things here,
Rita says, wheeling herself over to you and Maya.
I'm glad you two met. Do you have any... I'm glad you two met. Do you have any more questions?
Rita wipes dirty smudges from her hands with a hand towel and flips it over one of her wheelchair's armrests. And flips it over one... All right. We got this, man.
I'm glad you two met.
It's been a long session. My brain power is dwindling, but we're good.
Rita wipes dirt.
Keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep the momentum. Keep going.
Any more questions?
Any more questions?
Do you have any more questions?
Rita wipes dirty smudges from her hands with a hand towel and flips it over one of her wheelchair's armrests. Ah, that really sounds like someone with a wheelchair would do.
Rita wipes.
Wait, she has a wheelchair? Ah, I see. I get it. Right, she does. I like everything voiceover, which some may think is crazy. I listen to voiceovers, then I do music. That's incredible. Same. No, that's true. I don't know. I really do love music. Maybe I appreciate it a lot. I can actually live weeks without music, though. I can't say I have a need for it. So maybe that means I don't love it as much as I think. But hey, music is fun. I can't imagine a world without music. That would be so weird. All right, 3 concurrent viewers. Hey to all the other 2 viewers out there. We would appreciate if you could leave a comment down below, and we can engage, talk, chat, whatever you like to call it. Yeah, this is my first stream ever on YouTube, so please forgive me if my decorum is a bit off. I am still working things out. All right, let's. Oh no, the time selection again. Let's expand that. Like a red bar now. That's a lot of markers. Ah, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get back to the recording. All right.
Sit over one of her wheelchair's armrests.
A wheelchair's armrests.
Hand towel. And flips it over one of her wheelchair's armrests.
It looks like Rita has been doing a lot of cleaning up after the Kraken attack. You give Rita a concerned look and ask her if everything is okay. Yeah, there was a Kraken attack, and you had to use like a secret button to do lockdown on
Everything is okay.
the restaurant that she owns.
Certainly.
That was weird.
Certainly.
Why does it sound British now?
Certainly.
Rita responds.
There's only so much that the cafe's defense system can do to stop the Kraken. You did a great job of making sure things didn't get too damaged.
All right. That's pretty good.
Rita responds.
Cut those moments of dead air. Take them out because it's not professional to have unnecessary moments of dead air. Let's see. Well, no dead air is necessary. It's, yeah. It looks like Rita's Cafe will didn't get too damaged.
It looks like Rita's Cafe will be up and running in no time.
That's got to do that with a bigger smile.
It looks like Rita's Cafe will be up and running in no time,
she says with a big, bright smile.
I just hope Kelpco gets rid of that beast. Certainly.
Yeah, there we go. Let's use that new certainly and transfer it to the beginning because I do not like this one.
Certainly.
That's definitely not.
Rita responds.
There we go. Like lifeless certainly. There we go. Bam, bam. I should also say score if you're still there. If anger is like your specialty, congratulations. Believe it or not, I know a lot of voice actors who have a challenge drawing that anger out. And you know, there are many types of anger. There's like the brooding, seething anger. And you know, there's a much more louder, explosive anger, which I will not be doing because I might destroy the stream. But you get my point. So that's a great starting emotion to have. And it's just a matter of learning everything else. You can learn a lot. All right, let's keep going. Voice acting sometimes sounds like it's mostly a gut feeling kind of thing, but a lot of it involves technique and learning, and it's a skill. It's something you can develop like riding a bike. Yes, explosive anger is great.
Beast.
Yeah, there are many types, so that you can also consider bitterness and resentment, and you know, like that's borderline not anger anymore. But there are so many specific emotions that just have a certain, you know, they're part of a spectrum rather than like a straight line.
That beast.
All right, let's keep going.
Rid of that beast.
Get rid of that beast.
Kelpco gets rid of that beast.
Ah, there we go. Rita shrugs and looks back at the cafe. The beast took down an entire wall, she says. And looks back at the cafe.
The beast took down an entire wall.
Let's do that again. The beast took down an entire wall, she says. It will take some time before the repairs are done. I look forward to the day that Kelpco gets rid of that beast. I'm just glad you are okay. There we go. I would have scripted this as you're okay, but I would like to stick to the script for now because I don't know how much liberty I'm allowed. But they said I haven't disappointed them yet, so. Would you like some too? Would you? I would, but might spill. All right. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm just glad you.
Let's not delete that. You know, let's keep that space in there just in case.
You are okay.
Maya has been oof. That word. That super popular word. Sometimes I wonder, do I say that with an H or without an H? What is my personal preference for that? Often huge. Often huge. Okay, let's go with often. Let's check another dictionary. Merriam-Webster. How often is huge? All right.
Huge.
Okay. So if I had to pick between dictionary.com, I'm going to pick Webster. So let's go with huge. All right. Because Webster.
You are okay.
Maya has been a huge help, you tell Rita. Maya has been a huge help, you tell Rita. You turn to thank Maya and tell the two of them. You turn to thank Maya. You turn to thank Maya and tell the two of them that you better get going and prepare for your job interview. Sounds a bit rushed. Oh no, again, the time signatures. The time selection. All right, let's do that again. It has been a huge help, you tell Rita. One more time. Maya has been a huge help, you tell Rita. You turn to thank Maya and tell the two of them that you better get going and prepare for your job interview. There we go. I've been at this for hours. All right. Certainly, Rita nods. Everyone wants to defeat sea monsters. Oh, my throat. I need water, man. I need to hydrate. Rita nods. Everyone wants to defeat sea monsters these days. This job is highly competitive, so it would be a good idea to prepare well. I kind of stammered somewhere in there. One more time. Everyone wants to defeat sea monsters these days. This job is highly competitive, so it would be a good idea to prepare well. All right. Thanks, Gran. Gran. All right. Do it. do it. Let's fight the sea monster. I better go help my grandma. Yeah, grandma. I better go help my grandma clean up and fill out her... Blah, 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 blah. I better go help my grandma clean up and fill out a report for my team at Kelpco. No, not a singular thought. Two different thoughts. I better go help my grandma clean up and fill out a report for my team at Kelpco, Maya says. Good luck with a job interview. Maybe I'll see you at Kelpco. I'm sure the boss will love you. All right. That's done. Keep going, keep going. As the two women leave, Cat beeps for your attention.
The folks here sure are friendly.
The robot says.
I will miss this place after we rescue Catbot. Let's go out front and figure out what to do next.
Yeah, I made a mistake with the voice again.
We'll miss this place.
That's the wrong voice.
The folks
That's so sad. Dave, come on. As the two women leave, Cat beeps for your attention. As the two women leave, Cat beeps for your attention.
The folks here sure are friendly.
The robot says.
I will miss this place after we rescue Catbot. Let's go out front and figure out what to do next.
All right. All right. Like that one. That's actually okay. Reduce it a bit more. All right. All right. We're almost done. We are almost done. Yes, the story is very good. Maybe one of these viewers is the client. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I always think that just to be sure. Okay, let's get back. You step out of Rita's cafe and scan the horizon. You can see Luca's lifeguard tower on the beach beyond the town center. As you wonder what to do next, Cat waves for your attention. All right, pretty good. You can see Luca beyond the town center. As you wonder what to do next. Very nice.
Now would be the perfect time to visit Vine Island Museum,
Cat says.
We should check out the exhibit on Vine Island's historical figures, like Luca suggested. Or we could go back to the tower and figure out our next move from there.
Ah, I just realized. The cafe is just a part of the whole world, obviously. There's going to be a museum, there's going to be a tower. There's going to be a bunch of other places. Bunch of other places we can visit, which we will. This is like a voiced playthrough. That's what this is. All right. As I go through this, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what's happening with the plot. Okay, that's interesting.
From there, you've gathered plenty of information here in town. Let's go back to the lifeguard tower.
Cat suggests. All right. Fun, fun, fun. Very fun. Okay. It has to be one of the most fulfilling projects I've ever done. And knowing that it's for the deaf community and the fact that they're going to use this, really, really grateful for that. Okay. Oh! Oh! That's the last line? Oh no! It's the last line! Well, I guess that's it. But if we can get a conversation going here just a bit. I got a little bit before I eat dinner. It is 8:41 p.m. here in the Philippines. So for the two other concurrent viewers, we would love to hear from you. That would be amazing, cuz that is such a mystery. All right. Well, okay, 196, is that right? The disappointing feeling of ending a job. Yes, kind of like when you finish a long series or anime or movie and just wish it would never end. In this case, though, I think I would appreciate the break. It's a disappointing feeling, but, like, oh, man, we're not going to the tower yet. We're not going to the museum yet. But, I know those scripts are gonna come. And when they do come, I'll be right here to record them. So, yes, great to have you with us, Score. And hope we can chat again next time. You take care. Have a great day. So, to all the other viewers, stay safe. Stay awesome. Take care. God bless. Bye. End stream. All right. End stream. There we go.